As a city-centric reporter, I used to have my daily quota of reports filing into the paper, and this life went on and on and on. But I started feeling a little bored of it and a little monotonous. But a surprise came in a very unusual manner one Sunday evening. I was going for my usual Sunday evening stroll down Breach Candy. Just when I left my gate, a good friend of mine bumped into me. He said, "Hi, what's happening, Bug?" I said, "Fine, everything okay." We kept on talking about various things, and the topic then turned to Jay Prakash Narayan, a political leader who had been admitted to Jaslok Hospital, Pedder Road, for an ailment. A week earlier, a news had spread that he had passed away. What happened? But it turned out to be a wrong news, and there is a lot of pandemonium and confusion over that wrong news. Who was responsible for it? And the culprit has to be punished. This friend, when we started talking about, blurted out, for reasons quite unknown, that his dad, an ex-Bombay police commissioner, was totally responsible for the mess that had been created all over the country. I just could not imagine, just outside my gate, that a son talking about his father that way. I just couldn't contain myself. I said, I didn't want to mention his name, but are you sure what you're saying is true? He said, check up with my dad. At the moment, I lost control of myself because my itch started to file the story for the Times of India. I contacted his dad, a good friend of mine too, and I said, "Sir, this is what your son said. Is it true?" He said, "Yes, it's absolutely true." And he gave me the sequence of events, how it happened. I said, "Sir, I will be now filing a report to the Times of India. Would you mind?" He said, "Go ahead." I just could not imagine a man allowed himself his reputation to be sacrificed by me. Why would he do it? I took the risk. I said, "I'm quoting you." He said, "Quote." I've never in my life come across such a case. I wrote the report, and again it made page 1, and I got my usual commendatory notes from the editorial team. The following day, the bureaucrats in Mantralaya even confirmed every line what I had written. That's it. Then I moved on to the aviation sector. Strikes, agitations, flights getting delayed, bad food being served to passengers, so on. And as I was investigating this going on, I stumbled upon a news that the father of Indian civil aviation, J.R.D. Tata, was going to reenact the historic flight from Karachi to Mumbai in his bus mod via Ahmedabad. It was that flight in October 15, 1932, which launched Air India. Now, this gentleman was going to reenact this entire flight on October 15, 1982. I called him up, and there it was. He said, "Yes, how did you come to know?" I said, "I came to know through the airport sources." He said, "Fine." I said, "Sir, I am going to file a report." He said, "Go ahead and quote me." I don't know why in the course of 2 months, 2 people wanted to be quoted. One for negative, one for positive. I wrote the report, and there it was. It made page 1. JRD to reenact historic Karachi-Mumbai flight, October 15, 1932. On the same day, on October 15, 1982. I covered the event. The flight landed at the Bombay Flying Club and Zoo, and there was a lot of excitement, thrill, and a lot of drama. We then shift 10 years into 1991. The Gulf War broke out, codenamed Operation Desert Storm. When the war broke out, folks, I did not realize I will be a part of this international political drama. On a particular day, Saddam Hussein invaded Kuwait. The US forces with their allies got activated in the codenamed Operation Desert Storm. My resident editor at that time, Daryl DeMonte, tipped me off that US warplanes were being refueled at Sahar Airport. I cross-checked for a number of days. I was doing only that, doing nothing but that. There were no leads, nobody could confirm it. But again, one Sunday morning, a close friend of mine gave me a number of an Indian Oil official at Santa Cruz Airport and said, "Contact him. He will confirm the report." I did it, and that guy gave me the entire sequence of the landing sequence. At what time each plane came, the number of letters, date, etc. I cross-checked with airport officials, and they confirmed it. I did the story. It made a blockbuster news and created pandemonium in Parliament. I was awarded the Observer Prize for Journalism, and folks, that was the first and the last award ever person to get that award. Pritish Nandi, who was then the top shot journalist of Mumbai, said, he gave the award, that the Prime Minister of India, I forget who was the Prime Minister then, would give me the award in New Delhi at a formal function. But for some reason, protocol reason, the event was cancelled. And do you know who gave the award? On a Saturday afternoon, a sleepy Saturday afternoon, when people are packing up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon to go home, catch their local trains in BT and Churchgate, a clerk in an office which had been shut for the day gave me an envelope saying this is the award. And who were the important guests who attended the most important function? Any guess? No? My wife Usha, her sister-in-law also Usha, and her brother Karthik. Three of them clapped, and we were served gold spot as a for snacks and tea, and the event function ended over there. That marked almost the end of my career as an aviation journalist, and then I moved on to space. That was the most rewarding experience in my life. And it still remains. The excitement of covering space, going to NASA, ISRO, the European Space Agency, name it, and I've been there. Not only that, I've had the occasion to interact with Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon, Buzz Aldrin, the second man on the moon, and Gene Cernan, the last man who stood on the moon. Rakesh Sharma, the first Indian to go in space, the Indo-American astronauts Kalpana Chawla and Sunita Williams. All in all, space has been a very, very thrilling, exciting and rewarding career, and I have made my passion for space has extended even to my room, and I have converted it into a mini space museum full of posters, rocket models and books autographed by Neil Armstrong, one of them, Rakesh Sharma. Anyone is most welcome to come and have a look at it. Please do come and enjoy the space experience. Come along. My passion for space stretches even to more times when I'm on a holiday, as it happened very recently when my daughter Rimanika, Usha and I were in Netherlands. We had gone to visit my cousin. On the way, the gentleman who was taking us made the mistake of saying, "Hi Tech, would you like to visit the Space Expo?" My God, it was like tasting Indian food after several days in a European country. I said, "Boy, definitely." At that time, my wife and daughter said, no, we'll time will be wasted. She is waiting for us, cousin is waiting for us. I said, forget it, cousin or no cousin, we are going. And we came to an understanding that I will not spend much time. We reached a compromise. I will not spend much time. Thanks to this wonderful person, we drove to the Space Expo. It's a tongue twisting name in Netherlands. Wustek or some name. I don't remember the name, folks. I'm sorry. I spent half an hour. It was an awesome experience. I took a photograph next to the board which said Space Expo Estec, and I saw the lunar module which landed on the moon, the model of the Rosetta which landed in the first spacecraft to land in the comet, several other space-themed artifacts. It was absolutely a great experience. I brought several souvenirs, including the European Space Agency jacket which I have right in front of me. And I wish I go back there again someday.